Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on offline map searching and geocoding, where we'll also be covering the other improvements that have come in MapTiler Server 4.7. So, some quick introductions. Hello, my name is Tom. I'm your host for today. We'll also be hearing from Jakub, the product manager for MapTiler on-premises offering. Our sales director, Lewis, will also be speaking, and our geocoding specialist, Mehmed. So here we are. What are we going to be talking about today? So first of all, Jakub's going to introduce the software and what's new and improved in 4.7. Mehmed will dig deeper into the new geocoding feature and how it works. And finally, Lewis will explain how you can take advantage of these new developments and go through a few use cases to help you see the full potential of what we're doing here. So at the end, we'll also have a Q&A session to make sure you have all the information that you need to make sure you don't miss any opportunity to find out more. So please type your questions into the chat window as and when you think of them, and I'll collate these and go through them at the end in this last session. I'll also open up the microphone, so if you need to clarify anything about your question or have any follow-up questions, then you get to do that too. So the chat box can be opened using this icon here, which you can find in the bottom corner down in this corner here. So if that's where you're looking for it, just type your questions in there as and when you think, and then we can have that session at the end. So hopefully that's all clear, and we can begin. So Jakub, please tell us more about MapTiler's on-premise offering.
Okay, thank you for the nice introduction, Tom. MapTiler on-prem. You probably know that like huge volumes of users are enjoying nice maps in various applications or platforms from MapTiler online services. But definitely there are situations where the online services from MapTiler Cloud can be used. And then there is the on-prem offering, on-prem solution. How is it built? I'm in MapTiler for less than a year. And since that time, I have discovered that this is basically the best base maps option you can have. It consists of the data, high quality web optimized data. It's basically the same data you have on MapTiler Cloud services, but it's packed and it's enabled for download into your own premises. It consists of map styles. You can discover the map styles. It's the same standard map styles you can see, for example, on maptiler.com/maps. And then it's the software itself, the MapTiler Server, which is used to serve those maps on your own premises. So this is the basic infrastructure, the basic set of tools you have for serving maps on-prem. Where it should be used. Anytime you can't use MapTiler Cloud, you can use on-prem on many platforms and architectures. Like with the last release, we have added support for ARM64 architectures. We have added support for Kubernetes and some other deployment options. And all the time we are doing that with like ease of use in mind, so that because data is hard, tiling data and optimizing for web is hard, so we save your time and your effort with this by providing the full solution, the data optimized for web and also the serving software. And as we hear from our current customers, it's reliable. You just deploy it, configure, use, and you can forget about it because it just works for months or years. So that's it. Now about the current release and about the current updates. We are releasing new versions a few times in a year. Last time it was at the end of 2024, where we have added, for example, the ARM64. Now we have released a couple of weeks ago, and what's in the latest 4.7 release. On the first side, you could mention like some UI facelift. The red color is gone, and some of the components try to make this product feel more part of the MapTiler platform. And we also added option to display the maps in server previews on a globe, because all of our data are capable to be displayed on globe in 3D. And now you can easily switch with just one icon, the view from 2D to 3D globe. So that's some like posh facelifting, but the hardcore update is geocoding. I will guide you through the geocoding feature in end-to-end demonstration on a video. So we can start like on a website where you have to log in to MapTiler account. Then you have to do a couple of downloads. You have to download the server. You have to download the MapTiler indexes, geocoding indexes. When you download it, you easily install it in a couple of intuitive steps. Drop the data in the server UI, admin UI, and then you have the map view and also the geocoding sandbox, where you can play with the feature and configure it for your specific use case. First, I'm demonstrating the reverse geocoding. So the situation where you click in a map and you just see all the features that are on that certain coordinate in a map. You see the features on different types and on different granularity of the data. Then you can also do the forward geocoding, like search for some text, like here the street or the address, and you immediately see the result in the map with the boundary or the shape of that certain feature. In the latest release, we have done also a couple of minor improvements, like some bug fixes and some software infrastructure updates, like there's an improved rasterization component. There are some optimized dependencies and libraries in this product. And this, for example, ended up with some improved performance, especially in the rasterization, and also some improved size and footprint of the whole software. So it's simply smaller than it has been before. So that's briefly about the latest release. And next on is geocoding itself.
Yeah, thank you very much for that overview, Jakub. So now it's over to Mehmed for a deep dive into these geocoding features.
Yep. Hello, everyone. My name is Mehmed, and I'll be talking about geocoding. Like the process of transformation between location description, like an address, into coordinates, is known as a geocoding, and vice versa as well. And what powers MapTiler's geocoding service? So it all starts with data. We collect multiple data sources, and the primary data source is OpenStreetMap. And in order to fill in the gaps, we use various and different open source data sets, primarily governmental addresses, national postal data sets, and other third-party data sets. You may notice that we have recently updated our database with Texas region addresses as well as Spain addresses. After collecting multiple data sources, we do some data processing. The first step, or the first technique or method, is the duplication of overlapping entries. Like imagine, like for example, the same address point coming from different data source. You need somehow to deduplicate them. So the first technique is deduplication. Then, for example, if we group together streets with nearby or associated address points around, so we do some clustering, and then we do some normalization. Each country has its own address format, and we support country-specific normalization of addresses, postal codes, and so We do ranking by relevance, and we support multiple languages. As a result of this data processing, we provide indexes with global coverage and with rich metadata. So to sum everything up, we collect multiple data sources, which is like hundreds of gigabytes of data. We process them, which takes usually like tens of hours, and we provide the output. The output is in this case is our indexes. We call them indexes. Those are the data which powers our geocoding service. And then in next step or in next slide, you can see, for example, where user enters some location description in the form, for example, of address. You can see relevant results shown in this screenshot, or you can see when user provides coordinates, you can see stacked results from lowest index to the highest, for example, from address level up to country level. The first screenshot is known as the query in the first screenshot is known as a forward geocoding, and the query in the second screenshot is known as a reverse geocoding. Our search API supports both types of geocoding requests on a single API endpoint. The capabilities of this API endpoint is, as you can probably see here, is firstly autocomplete. Then we support multiple languages, both on the input side, like on response, on the response size as well. We support fuzzy search. Like it doesn't make sense to provide different results if you make a small typo and so on. So our geocoding is robust. We also support filters based on bounding box or country, and we support different types. Like by types, we mean we support like countries, municipalities, addresses, and so on. Why all it matters? So firstly, better results. All these steps, all this hard work is because of fewer duplicates, better names, and more accurate search results in general. Then we support global coverage. So street names in US, towns in Spain, or mountains in Europe, all are searchable. We support smart search. By smart search, we don't care if you provide abbreviated form for street classifiers, for example, Ave or Avenue, you will get the same result. Alternative names are supported, as well as multiple languages. And we are always improving. We have regular releases with fresh data, with improved quality and coverage. That's me.
Thank you very much, Mehmed. So we've heard that sort of how it works and some of the features there, but now we're going to hear some ideas on how you can leverage these developments and get the most from MapTiler Service. So over to you, Lewis.
Right, thank you. So hi, my name is Lewis Suter, saying hello from the Swiss Alps. Joining in, just wanted to quickly give an overview about some of the types of customers that have deployed this, the value that it adds for them, and then of course, how you can test it and potentially integrate it into your own service. So this was mentioned before, I think already by Jakub and by Mehmet as well. But really the key for this in the industries that we've deployed it in is security, privacy, stability, and affordability. What this allows you to do is to take a functionality that is typically reserved for online-only services and deploy it in more secure environments. For example, used in industries like telecommunications, government and defense, in police forces, really anything where there's a need for a highly secure environment to be run, where you still want to take advantage of the values of location and geointelligence services. So whenever you can't use cloud, or for example, if you're operating somewhere in the field, maybe in the energy sector or something like that, where internet connection is unreliable, or maybe bandwidth should be reserved for something more critical, you can still have the power of search at your fingertips. We see this being used in both, I would say, kind of live circumstances, but also very much so in terms of preparedness. So there are also customers who would typically rely on an online service who run who have the offline or the on-prem geocoding running as a kind of backup instance to support high availability or to be ready in case some kind of emergency happens, internet goes down, you kind of retain your capability to have the maps, to have the search still be functioning. Great. As I mentioned, this can be used both in kind of field deployments, but also in highly secured localized or local networks. So the kind of power of MapTiler Server with the associated maps and search is that it is scalable. You can run it on Kubernetes with multiple instances for a local network or a private cloud deployment, or you can load it onto a drone ground control station or some kind of field laptop and have that same functionality running there as well. The nice kind of added value as well is that it really offers the same map experience that you would typically have online, also running on an individual laptop. So you can familiarize your agents and your operatives with a web service and then make sure they have the same functionality running on premise or in the field as well. And then finally, just wanted to mention as well that for cybersecurity, again, it's also quite a nice thing. You can do geolocation, for example, as well, and really match incidents to specific locations on the fly. So to sum it really all up, the main kind of values that we would be proposing that you could use this for is, first of all, the component quality. It's the same kind of service, the high quality service that you're used to in MapTiler Cloud running on-prem. It will increase your stability. You don't have to worry about services cutting out or a CDN crashing or anything like that. You have something running as a primary service or as a backup, stable, functional, always easy to use. And then, of course, it's super easy to deploy. Jakub has put a lot of effort into the UI, into upgrading also the download experience. It's drag and drop, and you're good to go. And that will also just make things easier for you to deploy. It will save you time, save you effort, and make you hopefully happy customers, and also make your own company and your own users happy with you as well, which is quite important. So on the last slide in my section, just wanted to let you know also what you can do to try this service. To test the global data set, so maybe in different regions, the easiest thing to do is to make a free MapTiler Cloud account and test the service there. The same exact data that you experience in cloud is what you would get on-prem in the commercial version. If you want to create some kind of proof of concept and have everything running on-premise already, you can follow our getting started guides, download the demo data, as Jakub was demonstrating before, and then have a small version, an extracted version, running live with no internet connection to show your customers, to do staging and everything else. Then finally, in terms of licensing, this is currently being offered as a custom add-on to custom plans. So if you're interested in learning more about the pricing, please write us an email or give us a call. We'll be happy to discuss that. There's going to be two components always, a developer license and a production license that's scaling based on. We're very happy to work with you in terms of the context of your use case and offer you pricing that is highly competitive and definitely more affordable than what you could do if you ask Google or somebody like that. So we'll be happy to work with you. Please, if you have any questions, reach out and we'll get you a good offer and get you started. Thank you.
Yeah, I would add that you may also start just by testing our software, because there is a free tier version and free tier geocoding index sample. So you can just download it and test it on your infrastructure and integrate it in your app, and it just works. And then you can go for the full-featured version.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much to all of our speakers there. So now we've got a good amount of time for our Q&A session. If you haven't asked a question yet, you can post your questions in the chat. Let me just put one in, put some text in here so you can see it actually happen live. Okay, so we do have a couple of questions that have already been asked. So let me just dig into there. So yes, we've talked a lot about these indexes being key to the search, but what sort of size are the search indexes? Yeah.
I must remind that we are working with the data for the whole planet, so it's you can search anywhere on the Earth, and the full index for the whole planet and all feature types gets about 100 gigabytes currently. So that's it. You have to download 100 gigabytes, but it covers the whole planet. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. And as a follow-up to that, are there smaller indexes available for regions like continents and countries? You've mentioned that the sample that we build for the free test is just Zurich. Is that available for other places as well?
Yeah, 100 gigabytes. You can download it. It's not like magically big today, but of course, if you would like to deploy it to some application or to some edge device with limited resources, yeah, it may be like too big, but currently we have the full index, and then we have a sample data which is for Switzerland. So we can extract some country, some continent, but it's not within the scope of the current feature. But we are actively collecting insights and feedback and potential use cases. So technically it's feasible. It's not now somehow like automated, but yeah, that's it.
Very good, thank you very much. Not seeing much more in the way of questions. There's a little hand symbol down the bottom there. If you want to just speak out a question, if you could raise your hand first and then unmute yourself and ask a question, that is also good too. Something else popped up about the search indexes. Med mentioned that they will be updated on a regular basis. So I guess as new features enter the geocoding database, will these be backwards compatible?
Yeah, we will always release index and software that's compatible together. So and we will keep some backwards compatibility. Definitely. So you don't have to like reinstall the software every month with every new release of fresh geocoding indexes. And that's it. Yeah, we keep your deployment like stable and safe. That's our main maybe value that we follow.
Excellent, of course. No, thank you very much. Okay, so any final words, any final questions from the audience? No? Fantastic. Well, thanks again to all of our speakers. And we will be in touch soon with a little bit of a questionnaire to ask if you found the webinar good. So to look out for emails in the coming days about how your experience has been today speaking to us. So on behalf of everyone at MapTiler, thank you very much for attending. And yeah, if you've got anything that you want to reach out to us about in the future, you've seen the email that Lewis put up there. This has been recorded and we will be posting it at some point for you to be able to watch again as well. So we'll let you know about that too. So thanks again, and thanks for coming and watching. Bye for now.